Alola everyone! I am Alka1993. Welcome to the first ever playthrough of Pokémon Legends CA for the Foreverlocke. No one's ever done it. Not the creator, not even our queen Jackie, because she decided after 1080 Pokemon, I am done, and this was before ZA came out. So I'm the first ever person to tackle Legends ZA in the Foreverlocke, and it's been certainly an experience, and it's been scary at times, the way the battles work, and what you have to pay attention to. You can't just spam items, there's a timer on that. Yeah. Recently looked back at my regular playthrough, because I streamed the entire regular playthrough as a blind playthrough, my first experience of that. In this finale, I had a lot of Pokemon faints. Now, one, I didn't, or at least barely, use healing items there. But two, I also just lost my Pokemon in the chaos of especially the Rogue Mega battles. I wonder how those will go. I'm thinking maybe I just not send up my Pokemon and just have the ally take care of a lot of it. If there's no timer on it, maybe that's for safety. We are starting with the final Tawny battle, because I was originally thinking maybe I start just after it, but then we wouldn't have a regular trainer battle in the finale, and it feels right to have that. So I'm going to start with that. Our main guy is Garchomp. Our main girl, I believe Garchomp is actually female. Yeah, we got Door. Actually, I'll show you my team from the start. Got my Galarian Slowbro called Door. Great nickname. We got Sidian, the Garganical. Is it Garganical or Garganacle? I've always said Garganical, but I don't think I've ever heard an official pronunciation. I don't watch the anime in English, so that might give a good idea of what the official one is, because there's someone with this Pokemon that somewhat regularly occurs. We got our main guy, Garchomp. It is a guy, alright. This is the one that can Mega, and has the most power. It gets more power as a Mega. If Garchomp dies, that's scary. I wonder how many options I will have to get a new Pokemon would Garchomp die. I have no idea. Because of any Pokemon that is obtained outside of Legends ZA that you put into ZA can then not be used outside of ZA again. So let's say I had a backup. What's another Mega that exists? Venusaur. Let's say I had a Venusaur from another game, and I put it in ZA just in the box as a backup in case one of my URs died. If that Venusaur isn't used, and then I want to use Venusaur in, let's say, Pokemon Scarlet, I can't. It's just straight up impossible. Anything that has been in ZA that wasn't caught there cannot be used in any other game. Certain restrictions, I don't know the exact details of why, but that's why. It does mean that I couldn't take the risk of adding anything new in. However, for the Foreverlocke, I did want to have a storage and backup, so would something die, I'm going to go into Pokemon Home, which I effectively chose as a... I'm just using Pokemon Home as the storage. I've pre-selected which Pokemon I consider transferred to the game, as you would in a normal game. And I would allow myself to catch a Dynamo to make an Electros. However, at this point, every storage Pokemon counts, so that wouldn't really apply. Although I would have caught the Pokemon already when the team was full, so yeah, that would still count. I would allow that. ZA is a bit different. I had to improvise some adjustments to the rules, because ZA isn't a standard game. Would have liked an Earthquake on Garchomp, but that would require me to get my research level to 34, 35 to get the TM for it. 34. I wasn't going to spend that time, and I don't think with catching the Pokemon that would be legal for the Foreverlocke anyway. Let's go, Garchomp. We got a city to save. Ooh, item. Sup? Apparently, you're allowed to lose this fight for the game, and they still allow you to progress. Because what eventually happens after the battle makes sense for actually you losing. But the text is different, if you want. You're gonna hear sounds from outside because the windows are open. It's suddenly so warm today. Ah! Look who's watching. Hello! Yeah, just the future of the cafe. That's all. We evacuated everyone who was in Centrical Plaza, but there's someone right there. Anyway, finale. Fight, Pokemon. Fight me, Tawny. The winner tackles the tower. Except no matter the result, I know who will. Alright, let's go. Start with Meowstick. We're able to set up screens, but not light screen, but not reflect. That's the main one I use. Actually, they're gonna go Goodra or Avalugg immediately. Because if they Avalugg, I switch. Goodra. No, Goodra's gonna die. I'm expecting Avalugg. Who was the person you're looking for? That's just not... Okay, for Avalugg, I'm switching. And then I'll Mega after that. Meganium next. Alright, let's go. Mega Shinka! Bulldoze, which unfortunately we don't have. Earthquake. With the power of Cornflakes, we should be able to do this. Especially if Feraligatr becomes weak to me. First time I'm actually seeing this one in ZA. I've seen Mega Feraligatr in Champions, so not in ZA yet. Because I started with Meganium in my regular playthrough, and then Tawny, or Urbane in my case. Use the Emboar. Yeah, so I'm well over leveled, so this is pretty easy. I am in one way afraid that I overleveled too much and the entire finale becomes too easy. In which case I'll feel really bad and I might want to do this again in the future, but then with what Pokemon that I don't have available anymore for this? I want to do Legends Arceus at some point again too, but especially not knowing what to expect or how things will go. Especially for the finale, I felt like overleveling would be smart. A lot of the fights that I did were easy in the sense of Garchomp could one-shot a lot of things. But the Jacinthes tournament, the fight against Corbeau, I suddenly almost lost 2 of my Pokemon. So, I still need to be on guard. Am I healed fully? Yep, looks like I am. I know what I said, but I want to do my part to protect the people. Ketchum can partner with Zygarde, which is kind of what we forgot for a little bit. It seems that a life of 3,000 years truly is asking more than a single human body can give. We won't let 3,000 years do it. Oh yeah, by the way, spoilers! Spoilers, spoilers. This isn't just a, oh my god, what a surprise champion or plot twist. There are so many things in this game that culminate for the story in this finale. So many spoilers. If you haven't gone to the finale of ZA, like, I love you for tuning into the stream, but please don't watch this if you intend to play it. There's so much that's gonna happen here. This is not gonna be a, oh, we're just doing 5 fights and healing a bit in between and then watching the credits. It was hard to decide exactly where I would put the finale, because it's not a standard Pokemon game with a league at the end. Because I just have to decide, hey, where does the finale start? Colosseum has the final, is it 6 fights, all in the same location, so it feels quite finale-like. XD doesn't quite have that. I just said everything past the Snaddle rematch, because that's close to one location, and after Snaddle rematch you unlock the shortcut back to the entrance of the island. And Legends Arceus, I think it was the final run up to Mount Coronet with Benny, with Komodo, Dialga Palkia, and then also one of the 3 sisters, which is kind of the last fight, which feels a bit anticlimactic. But that's because you don't need to use your Pokemon for the origin of the Dialga origin Pokemon. What? Mega Shinka. Let's go. Normally they don't. They actually brought that up in the game as well. Like, I thought that they should only be able to do that when they are a Florges. Something. But I don't remember the exact explanation they give in the game, but they have an explanation for it in-game. Might be because they're connected to something old, because they've existed for so long, because they're connected to special energy, because it is the ultimate weapon, or before it was a weapon, like it was given eternal life as a foot. It can't evolve anymore, and that's given. That was the reason. All right. Just like in the anime, the most recent anime arc that ended. Final boss is a tower. Angifloet. Activate. This is where the scary stuff starts. I was wondering throughout the game, like, who's gonna be the final boss? Because, like, you have to save it from Rogue Mega Evolution. Like, what if it was the cause behind Rogue Megas was gonna be the final boss? Like, something's coming with the tower, so the tower is gonna be related. But to actually fight the tower? I didn't think when I was playing Pokemon X and Y, I just thought, oh, it's something based on the Eiffel Tower. Oh, okay, it's a gym. That's kind of cool. I didn't think at that point, why would I, that would be the final boss of the game. What if I want to go the other way? I'm not allowed to go the other way. Can I jump off? No. Okay. So helpful that this debris allows us to still go here. So, yeah, we're fighting the tower, we're fighting Angie. We're not fighting Floette, but the tower is using Floette's power. This is one of the few gripes I have with the game. I know that they want to do a cool finale sequence with the Rogue Megas, and have a final few fights with Rogue Megas. And the allies of, all the allies are coming back to help you. That's great for storytelling, and that will happen. But if Zygarde's on the rooftop in the Magenta District, and it is hard for me, as a human, to get to the Magenta District because of the debris and all the tentacles and stuff, why doesn't Zygarde come to me? Zygarde can do high jumps. It could carry me up to a high building, so it certainly can do that. Oh, here's the first one already. Okay, so it is, with the amount of Pokemon involved, it's really easy to lose track of HP. These fights are the thing I'm most scared of in the entire game. My initial strategy, don't fight. Let the others do it. If this feels really counterintuitive, but they're dealing damage. I really just want to fight, and eventually I might jump in, but you can see how already with 4 Pokemon, it's kind of hard to know which one's where, and which HP is which, and how often you have to heal. There will be later fights where you're fighting 3 Megas at once, so it's hard to really target anything you want to target. Do notice how the damage is really slow here? But they're not attacking me, they're attacking the Pokemon. And I'm pretty sure, I hope... Oh, they're using Phantom Force. Okay. Ow! That's rude. I hope that Pokemon do revive and stuff. I want to do this as a test. Do they go through all Pokemon and then come back? Like, to that first? Or is that it and then I have to finish it? I kind of want to send in a Pokemon with just attack, but this is also a test for every other battle. To see what I could do. Gengar's suddenly taking a lot of damage. Vanillluck's back out. They were out before. Oh, that's a very big. Like Rock Blast, Pain Missile, stuff, moves like that are really good. Starmie is back out at half health though. But is that a dead? No, that's not dead health. Okay, the Pokemon can come back, but only at half health. Oh, star me straight back at full health now. Did you have multiple star? Starmie didn't even get to attack, it's already dead. Okay, the Scrappy did come back as well. So that is good. Once there's one Pokemon remaining, it feels safe. Like, this is gonna take forever if I let every one of these fights. There's gonna be 4 or 5 of these fights, some of these 3 Megas. It's gonna take forever if I just let the opponents do it, and that goes against the idea of just challenging Pokemon. However, this is the safest way to do it. Is Gengar dead or is he using Phantom Force? I think they're dead. Okay, go slow, bro. Look how little damage I'm dealing. At least they're not dealing massive damage to me, but okay. I wasn't weak to them, I resisted most of their moves, that health plus level. So I might be okay, but then again, if 3 Pokemon attack me at once, and at least one of them does something normal effective, I'm gonna take a lot more damage. So I'm still not sure how I'll tackle the rest, but it feels right to, at least for the most of the fight, to have a Pokemon out. It just feels right. However, it seems like it is possible to just do it without sending out any Pokemon. Slowbro, even using plus move Psychic, so plus Psychic, didn't deal much damage against super effective against Heracross. So that's why the others' attacks were slow as well. Yeah, and part of that is get me to Zygarde. Canary! Oh my god! Exactly! Get it to come here! Why testing abilities? Why now testing abilities? You see me calm so many rogue megas already. Hi! This reminds me a lot about the XY finale, like that was in Lumiose. Or like, near finale, yeah. Where there was also Lumiose and a bunch of plant-like things with Zygarde. Although then Zygarde was kind of the cause of it instead of Angie. Yeah, would be great if I could just get to Zygarde. Zygarde will come to me. Each of us is going to try to keep the rogue Pokemon at bay in our area. Question, how did, let's say, Corbeau even get to the north end? if Rust Syndicate is in the one area that we're not getting to, which is just left and a bit down from the center. Also, this isn't just the standard map you get when you try to fly. This is actually just the top view of the island, of the city. I was so lucky that everyone's spread out. Yeah, that's so lucky. Some of them aren't supposed to be anywhere near there. Like, Canary on the right side, sure. Just in the top right, makes sense. Eeyore's normally... Eeyore, until a moment ago, was bottom right. Alright, on my way. Going through some of these areas. There's some areas that I can go through in a regular playthrough and be like, oh yeah, I remember, we go through here in the finale. This is, I believe, a potential battle zone here. Oh, look, it's Garchomp and Kangaskhan, and is that Pidgeot? Yeah, okay. So is this where I send a Garchomp and actually try to attack their Mega Garchomp? I could also really die really quickly! And I don't want to lose my Mega Garchomp because it's kind of my best Pokemon. Okay, I'm gonna let them fight for the first bit, just to get a view of where everything is. And then, hopefully when that Garchomp is distracted and a bit alone, I'll jump in, send in my Garchomp. And then go from there. Heal regularly. Keep an eye on my health. This is chaos. 3v3. How do you keep track of who's where? Oh, I don't even have enough. He's digging. What the hell is Garchomp? I'm dealing good damage. Immediately, 100 damage from whatever just hit me. This is very scary. Why are you attacking me? There's no Pokemon here. Okay, come after me. Come after me. I'm distracting you. Notice the bling that was just in the bottom corner? That was me being able to use that. Also, the other two are dead. Huh. So Garchomp has decided to come after me now. Okay, it feels right to use my Garchomp now. Attack. You know what? How did Pidgeot and Kangaskhan go down so quickly? I suppose the fighting types against Kangaskhan, sure. They want a lock hooker. I still feel scared to use my Pokemon, but I had them do it mostly. Here for a fist bump. Yeah, your ghost types against 2 dark type megas. Good luck. Why are you leaving a kid alone to do this? Can I recognize these various areas from the regular game? I remember that this is, I think, where the side quest is with little boats with the binocle. Ivor, use Mega Punch! And it's a perfect bridge. Yay, we can safely cross the water now. Also, I can swim. I could have just jumped. Something I don't like about the finale. Why are we only fist-bumping Gwyn? Like, there were fist-bumping animations for pretty much every major character in the second half of the game. Why are we not fist-bumping Gwyn? We can't go up there. This is... yeah. That section. Meanwhile, on my phone, there's a... Naveen is upset because they're not saying Canary, right? Hi, buddies. Blastoise and Steelix, huh? Yeah, we get a scaffolding part of this finale as well. Yes, you help. Canary and I will take care of this. My favorite character from this game and myself. Alright, Garchomp, let's go. I would be scared of that Ice Beam though. See how much chaos it is and how hard it would be to keep track of where your Pokemon is? If I was anywhere lower level, at any point you have a weakness, oh, can't do it. Oh, I'm almost dead. That's also not good. See how I participated in this fight? And my Pokemon is... I had to heal them twice. Also, I was almost dead. So I think it would be good to just let the others do a bit of work. But I also want to participate. It feels right. So my intent, just to make it feel right, is to participate. Like, let them do a bit. Find where the Pokemon is that I want to target first that I'm really scared of. Attack them. Go from there. Hey, look, it's an actual fist bump. Why can't we do that with everyone? Thank you for healing. We kind of need that. Why are you making that? Why can't you just make scaffolding the ghost like this? Yeah, it is fun for the finale to have one more scaffolding course, but it doesn't really make sense. Also, how did you get the end of the scaffolding to be put down there? That would mean you can already get there. Just let me walk there. We don't need scaffolding. Just saying. Alright, let's see how many times I fall off this thing. Pretty sure I have to restart this like 4 or 5 times in my original playthrough. Yep. It's kind of hard to go straight here. Because it's not just a button that's straight. It's omnidirectional. Also, my hand is shaky. And I'm not going to grab the items. Won't be exclusive items. Shouldn't be, because there's only one place to get them, which is right now. Where do we go from here? Down there? Down up there? Eh. Feel like that was the right choice, and we skip part of the course. Hee hee. And I just go up, because up is usually good. All the lights, all the lights. And we jump. And this totally was... Why did we need this giant scaffolding course to get me here? Deadline's looming. Any percent speedrun mode go? Yay for speedrun reference. I like that. Also, after the next Rogue Mega fight, I'm gonna switch on some lights, change things around. I'm gonna make a warm room in my room, which is unfortunate. Yeah, so where would this be? Is this where one of the wild zones is normally? No, this is not the one I'm thinking of. This is just some grassy area. Hi, Laban. I see Agron, which I can definitely take care of. I see Salamence, which is scary. See, I can even fist bump with a hologram. Why couldn't I fist bump before? Okay, she has her dragons. Probably will take out Salamence first. Salamence also hits the hardest and is scariest for me, so I'm going to focus on Salamence first. Once it's just Agron, that should be easy with Garchomp. Retreat. No, not! I wanted to keep targeting Salamence. Give me a little bit of heal. It's going better than expected. Someone burned. I can use items again. with this timer, and especially that's going to be important in the actual Anti-Flow fight, the final boss, using items whenever I can is pretty much going to be what I need to do. I have enough items. I'm going to not use my Mega because I feel like I'm fine. Hopefully I can keep that entire Mega Charge for the next fight. Why do we not have this fist mode? We clearly are not connected. Pretty sure we did a fist bump when we fought at Hotel Z. Your attention, please. Just hit this on. On! Alright, will do. I'm gonna go find Corbeau. Close the door so the mosquitoes don't come in. Switch on the light. The light's going to make it a bit warmer, and with the door closed, it's slightly less cool air going through. Unfortunately, there were issues with Uki's eye. Uki's is sleeping in the back, being comfy. But there's something on her eye that didn't look right, so needed to help calm her and clean her, which didn't fully work. But that took some time, so that's why I started streaming basically an hour late. Would have been really nice with the light out to keep that up for longer. This is the three. Is this Hotel Le Yeah? Maybe. That's where the scaffolding course was. Oh yeah, this is Iron Valiant. Sort of. Yeah, here's Iron Valiant. I'm weak to one of them with Garchomp. I can Iron Head on the Gardevoir, and that's what I'm weak to. Organica's weak to the Gallade. Slowbro could hit Gardevoir super effectively. This is not a fight I'm going to be great at. Also, they're going to be really good against Corbeau's poison types. So I think this is Slowbro. Well, I'll try Mega. Gardevoir did take a bunch of damage already, which I love. Gone. Yeah, I like these fights a lot more when I'm actually participating. They are going pretty quickly, just mostly because of my level. And with me participating, yeah, they are a lot faster than that first fight went. Are we gonna do the funny thing with Corbeau's gang? I think we are. At least once. I don't usually go in here. How's the Poké Center here doing? Of course, we just can't reach it. Anyone inside? Probably not. Kind of fist bump. Just do it from a different angle so it looks sort of like a fist bump. This is extremely dangerous. I hope everyone brought their Rotom phone. Sup? Yeah, they have a scene for this like 3 or 4 times. I wanted to show it at least once. I'm not gonna do it every time. You'd better stay up here this time. Which of these rooftops do we remember? Some of them connect normally, some of them don't. I think this is a rooftop that's in one of the battle zones. Looking a few times. Just trying to remember where these locations are. Oh! Hi, friends. That's not intimidating. Pretty sure I used that point when the Marigold shows up as a screenshot for one of my one of the finale videos for the regular playthrough. go. I'm really scared of fighting 3 Pokemon at once. Also, the battle area is really small. Can you guys just do damage? It is really hard to keep track of what the heck is going on. It's really scary. Who would be good here? Organical would be weak to Metagross. Slowbro, and weak to... Dark isn't weak to anything either. Oh my god, it's so hyper good. Alright, go jump. No burn. Bulldoze. Yeah, Metagross down. Get Alakazam. Heal. Ah! Somewhere along the line, Aerodactyl also died. It's a fire Pokemon? How did the rock type die first? Now, the Emperos are signatures, but they actually remember what you choose at the start of the game. Because I'm pretty sure it chose Flamethrower in my original playthrough, but I just chose a Sparkling Water in this playthrough. And they remembered it, and... around the rank up fight against Grisham, that actually comes back. Like, we'll make you a fresh water, just like how you like it. Look, things that will die to fire Pokemon. I'm gonna do a quick sound check. See if everything is still correct. Check, check, check. Yes, it is. It will block someone from Twitch chat, which you didn't see in the overlay, which is good, because the auto mod stopped it. But some like one of those stupid bots that just like, oh, cheap viewers here, best viewers here, la 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 la. Get rid of those. They keep coming back though. But there's a lot of blocked words I have to help. Get rid of them. Alright, Zygarde, let's go. We got past the Rogue Megas a bit too comfortably, but at the same time, if I would have just fought all of them with whichever Pokemon seemed right. Especially in the chaos of the last fight, I could have easily lost the Pokemon, so I don't feel too bad about it. It does seem like you can just do this without actually using any Pokemon, it's just slow. This, I think, is in the battle zone, right? Is this where Altaria is? No. Not in this one? There is a roof that I remember we have to go to that we haven't gone yet. Give it the courage it drives you to stand and fight. Give it the opening it needs to attack. Zygarde, I have 2 gifts for you. I'll save one for a bit later. I have another one for you. Here's my friend. The final Zygarde cell. Complete Zygarde. Here we go. This does look really cool. With the light. Dang it, I missed the right screenshot. This does look so cool. Alright. Final boss. Here we go. I'll back it out now. These flowers change their attack patterns every phase. There are, I think, 4 phases. Red flower has an extra attack in the first phase. They are resistant to regular attacks, vulnerable to plus moves. I don't like that it's already this damage. Let's heal now. I'm the only one that's fighting. Dealing more damage than I expected. I'll get a heal, because I don't remember if we heal in between. The fights are just going to get scarier. I'm going to wait with Mega, because this seems doable without Mega. Also, they attack the player a lot, I remember, so maybe that's why Garchomp might be safe. Okay, heal again. Okay, that's one. That went way easier than expected. Maybe I remember in the original playthrough, it mostly was with Megadium because I Giga Drain to get health back. I barely healed with items. Alright, first attack. 1,000 arrows. Now I believe you have to hide because it's going to shoot its attack. Light of Ruin Meteor! Do we have a fully healed Garchomp? No, we don't, so I guess right now I'll use the potion. Garchomp, let's go! Mega Shinka! The blue one gets an extra attack in this one. So we're attacking that one first. But considering the damage we did last time with Garchomp and it went pretty fast per flower, how much does a Mega do? Healing. Ow. Blue one dead? I think blue one might be dead, but I can't heal now. Garchomp, get out. I can heal again. Yeah, I should have waited with that other heal. That smash attack is eventually going to get stronger in the third phase. So I'm really scared of that. Okay, that looks like big attack. Defend. Garchomp attack. And it does look like I can heal Garchomp while they're doing the meteor attack. So that's good. Okay, this is actually going better than expected, but the attacks are going to go bigger. And we saw what the red one just did. Alright, 1,000 waves! No, we're not doing another meteor. That's that toxic aura thing that I was talking about. Oh god, it ended. That I don't want to do with the toxic aura, but that smash attack is scary. Gotcha! No, 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 no. And that's why healing every time might be good. I am level 90. I'm also really scared. Wait for the big smash. Wait for the big one. I'm gonna attack red first. Ground jump, get here. Attack. Come back here. Heal. I think I should keep my Mega for the final phase. Wait for the toxic to go away. Now attack. I'm gonna not Mega. Actually, I'll use one plus move. We're gonna charge up a bit more. Oh, they're doing it now? Mid-phase? Okay, we're in a different spot, but I thought we'd be in the middle again. Alright, gotcha, let's go. Good. Almost got him. Still at full health, we're doing good. We're doing well. One more phase, and that's the scariest one. Pretty sure there's one more phase. Or have we won now? And this is just open. No? Did we just... Did I already win? Core Enforcer. I thought we would get one more with Tiger Attack. Did I already win? Cool guys don't look at explosions. You thought this was my final form. Did we win? That seemed a bit too easy. In which case, yeah, it was kind of like having such high-level Pokemon and holding back a bit in the Rogue Mega fights felt a bit wrong. But at the same time, I didn't know how scary it would be. You saw how I didn't heal like when I was at still 2/3 HP. Those flowers did one big hit and I was at 50. And I was running to not get hit by more. So you have to be ready on the retreat button to be able to hide. There is never one face. There is never one form. Ultimate weapon. Activate. Pretty much ultimate weapon. Hope the guy helped at his side quest is enjoying his rooftop house. I remember where I got this pebble. It was after I first met Zygarde. No, I first battled Zygarde. Just in the start of the second half of the game, something along those lines. Just after. Hey, Zygarde! Let's have some fun! This Pokemon came up in the finale of the last Pokemon arc as well. Hey, Zygarde! Mega Shinka! Let's save Lumios! There's some Pokemon in Gen 7 through exclusive Sea Crystals that get exclusive Sea moves. This is the only Mega that does. Bridger Core Enforcer becomes something with a giant cannon. This looks very much like the ultimate weapon. Zygarde? Now. Nihil Light! Mega Cannon! Both X, Y, and Z lighting up, power up, giant cannon. Let's end this. This looks really cool, this ending. We're really looking forward to how the DLC ends. I don't actually know that. I haven't done most of the DLC. I've just been slowly playing through it recently. Again. I thought there would be one more Face of the Flowers, but I'm pretty sure we made it through. I didn't want to say it too early, but... That is 6 new Hall of Famers. We used a grand total of 2 of them? No, we used Organical in one of the fights, and then Slowbro in one of the fights, I think. So maybe 3. Garchomp for most of it, because it's just the strongest. Oh, you must be tired. As ever, it is our choices today that shape our tomorrows. I will forever be grateful to you, Team MZ, my dear friends. And the thing he wanted to make sure he fought to stop is now stopped. Which means without any stresses left, he, just like all of us, but he in a different way, may rest in peace. That's the end of Pokémon Legends ZA in the Foreverlocke. Yeah, as expected, I kept it pretty safe with the higher levels. And for sure, even in the fight against the flowers specifically, I had Multiple Pokemon as backups that could have done some things. The Garchomp is the strongest and the fastest out of my main fighters, so it was often the best choice. Knowing what happened in my regular playthrough, sure, I didn't really like know what to expect at that point. It was my first time playing, and I didn't use items. But yeah, you can very easily lose yourself in the chaos of, especially the 3v3 fight in a small arena, like with Corbeau. No, not with Corbeau. With Grisham and Grizel. 3 Pokemon against 3 Pokemon. Aerodactyl, Metagross. Alakazam was there. If you can lose yourself, which HP bar is which HP bar, who is who, hard to target the one that you want to target. Like, if you want a physical dark move like Crunch, you want to hit Alakazam with that. Metagross is weak to it too. Aerodactyl, not as effective on it. So, oh, I want to use a Bulldoze on Metagross, but then you just target Aerodactyl and it's not going to do anything. It's hard to keep track of that. And then, if they all 3 target you, it's like bam, 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 3 big hits. Your HP is gone. So I feel like I went into that with a lot of care. Probably next time, if I ever play ZA again for the Foreverlocke, which is, I feel like, even less likely than Legends Arceus. And that's outside of the fact that I might need Legends Arceus again for if, let's say, Hisuian Avalok dies or Enamoras. Yeah, I forgot my train of thought. I'm happy we made it, though. I'm the first ever person to do the Foreverlocke on Legends ZA. I played it pretty safe, especially in the second half, over-leveling quite a bit. But I'm happy with the safety that I brought in, especially not knowing what to expect. So, oh yeah, would I play it again? I'll play it a little less safe, same with Legends Arceus. But it is still scary. Like, here, at least, it's a live battle system where you can retreat. You can walk around, try and do a few things. In the Rogue Mega Fights, the group Rogue Mega Fights, have the others do some of your work for you. While in Legends Arceus, it's still turn-based, but the turn-based works differently, and sometimes they just get 2 attacks in a row, and there's nothing you can do about it. And there's also no switch mode, where like, oh, you just use a ground move against the electric type, great job. Now they send in, let's say I had a Garchomp in Legends Arceus, I beat their Raichu, and then next they have an Ice Pokemon. But it's a fast Ice Pokemon like Sneeze, not Weavile. And they can attack twice, because not only are they faster than me, and it's their turn, then maybe also use an Agile style move. And then there's nothing you can do. No retreats, no switch mode. So in that sense, you could argue Legends Arceus is scarier. But there are a lot of things in terms of the life battles that Legends CA has that you need to learn and practice with early on. With the early Rogue Mega battles that aren't too difficult. With the ZA Royales as well. I did beat the game. I beat the Foreverlocke of the game. Took a lot of over-leveling and being scary. Yay, Dutch Gang! Hi, Saskia! Dutch Gang in the credits! Woo! I assume Dutch Gang actually technically doesn't have to be. Could be Belgian, it could be somewhere completely different with some roots in there. Anyone that worked on the game, thank you very much, but yay, Dutch Gang. Okay. How long have you been awake? You want to go downstairs to have your dinner? Here, I'll open the door. I'll join you in a little bit. And then I'll try and take care of your eye again. Because I know your eye is hurt. Yeah, you still don't look great with your right eye. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the thing you don't like with the warm water. Just try and clean it. Oh, you gonna come back in? You wanna cuddle with me instead? Can I close the door first and then you can sit with me? Pokémon Legends CA. Let's go. Yeah, this cable's in the way, huh? You can't really sit there well. Oh, when I saw this for the first time in my regular playthrough, I knew what this meant. Rest in peace, AZ. Rest in peace. Even his grave is imposing. I guess that's fitting for AZ in a way. It seems like he handled the preparations for it himself. He had me take his measurements, but he told me it was so I could make him some new clothes. Not so he could have his grave dug. Keep watching out for Lumios, AZ. We'll make sure it becomes like you wanted. A city of harmony between us and Pokemon. For 3,000 long years, he bid farewell to so many, and now we bid farewell to him. Let's go home. I think there's a croissant curry on the menu. You. It's a shorter stream today. In a few minutes I'll end. And then we'll cuddle. You take care of your eye. I'm gonna bring you down for dinner. Be sitting next to me, just waiting to cuddle. Or to do something together. You sit here with me? I'll go to the side so you can sit a bit with the cables. Yeah. Hi, Shadow. Want to say hi to Uki? Hi. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is still in your eye, huh? Yeah, I'll try to clean it downstairs. Thank you for being so friendly and patient. Hi. Yeah. We're almost done, Uki. I'll go downstairs, have dinner, we cuddle. You just want to sit with me, huh? You'll miss it because everyone else is on vacation. Yeah. That's 6 new Hall of Famers. And 1 dead old guy. Some days after defense the tower. I don't know how much a post game I'm gonna do because there's not really a point for the Foreverlocke. I can't transfer anything out. And as we learned in the DLC, the Lucario that I once allied with, like when Rogue Mega Evolution was explained to me, is the second Lucario used by what's her name now? The 3rd gym leader. The Mega Evolution successor. How can I not think of her as the fighting type leader? Sure, I'll take it. To catch him. I leave you my Lucario as a symbol of my gratitude and respect. This Lucario was given to me by a certain trainer who hoped it might keep me safe. If you should ever meet her, please tell her that I kept it with me until the end. And if you choose to play the DLC, you will. I must say that I found you to be a Pokemon trainer of the highest caliber. In all my 3,000 years wandering this world, never did I imagine I might encounter a human who would achieve Mega Evolution with Zygarde. I find so many memories flit through my mind now, here at the end of things. I remember my mother giving me my Floette, grasping her rare black flower. I remember the flames of war taking everything from me. I remember the amazement, the joy of witnessing Mega Evolution for the first time. I remember my encounters with the legendary Pokemon of Kalos. I remember when that dark day fell over Galar. It was there for the darkest day. All of that falls into the past, disappears. These memories will fade. As will I. Your story is only just beginning, dear Ketchum. I pray that you will live a life free from regret. I am truly glad to have known you. Thank you. And while I say that, I'm giving nice pets to Icky. So, Hall of Fame. Actually, I'll try to find a way to use them, but to show you the Hall of Famers. Dor the Slowbro. Sidian the Garganical. Hornflakes the Garchomp, who was our ace. Our starter, Buff Piggy the Pignite. Cruffsant the Fido. And then a little Sprout the Badoo. Interesting fact about this Badoo, when I played Legends Arceus, when ZA, I'm not sure if ZA was announced at the time, maybe it was announced, but we knew nothing about it. It just had that very first teaser trailer. When I played Legends Arceus, I had two options for a 2X Pokemon that could have been on my team. It was Badoo or Pichu. I chose Pichu. And then didn't use Badoo for any other Gen 8 or 9 playthrough after that. So when it came around to this game, I thought, let's use Badoo. It was okay in the early game, but obviously with its stats, we kind of fell back. I do want to use the other Pokemon. Can we go outside and do something cool? We're probably going to get another scene before I can use my Pokemon, but it feels right to use all my Pokemon. I like to use all my Pokemon in the finale, but this is kind of different. I want to be able to continue the Foreverlocke. Teacher Looms, can I leave? No, I'm not legally allowed to leave. More cat camera. You can kind of see her. Hi. Love you so much, Icky. And I love spending so much time with you. With the others being on vacation, all your attention comes to me, huh? And I have to give you lots of attention, and I love you so much, Kato. And especially with that scene we just had with AZ, I just wonder what happens if Icky dies, and I don't want to think about that. I'm gonna miss her so much if that happens, but I hope to have a few more years. She's kind of old, but she's like, she sleeps a lot, but she's still healthy. It's just a little eye issue now that I'm gonna try and take care of. Rip Kato friends, and Doggo friends, and every other friends. Le sublime ultra tournoi de Jasson. Yeah, so there is actually a post-game tournament, except you fight Jacinth in every round. Literally every round. Also, new Wild Zone. Cool Pokemon. I'm gonna go to another Wild Zone, just to show off every Pokemon you haven't really seen yet. Slow, bro. Zen Headbutt. And after showing off the Pokemon, we end. Psychic. Poison. Jibba, 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 jibba. And liquidation. Meanwhile, we charge up some Mega Energy. Rock Slide. Mega Energy we use for Garchomp, because a true Foreverlocke finale isn't complete without an episode of using strong moves on beating weak Pokemon with strong moves. Alright, Buff Piggy, your turn. Actually, for the sake of my girlfriend, different Wild Zone that's close to here. Area 5. We need to beat up some Bellsprout. She does not like Bellsprout whatsoever. So we shall burn them. Especially this Alpha. We Flamethrower. And then we Flame Wheel. And then we Brick Break. And then we try a Power Up Punch. No, it's dead. Okay, yeah. If we try a Power Up Punch to the Pidgey, probably will miss. Flamethrower. Good job. Alright, fight out. We go here to this one. Ice Fang! Play rough. More Ice Fang. Nump. Crunch, nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Good job, Fido. Right, now for Badu, we'll use Badu. Ooh, you know what? Let's beat the Alpha Sharpedo with Badu. But if they're all going that way, I'm just gonna go here. Okay, they are chasing. And they're gone. Bye-bye. Any of my Pokemon gonna level up? I hope they don't. Because that's kind of illegal. Sure, we'll catch it. Doesn't count. I just feels appropriate. Badu wins that. Alright, Garchomp. We have enough mega power. So actually, we can make a clip out of this. A Foreverlocke finale is not complete without an episode of beating weak Pokemon with... No, using strong moves to beat... I'll just restart. A Foreverlocke finale is not complete without an episode of beating weak Pokemon with strong moves. No, not you. No, not you. Where's the Weedle? Oh, Scatterbug? Pretty sure there's a Weedle here somewhere. Mega Sheikah! Destroy! Ah! Ah! Yeah! Destruction! We're not gonna take out the Mareep because that's evil. Hi, Dragon Claw. That's how you do it. Alright, I'll create a clip out of that. But yeah, that'll be it for the Foreverlocke finale. Thanks to those that stopped by, whether they were lurking or watching. Legend ZA in the Foreverlocke has been beaten. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure you always remember that you are worth it. Goodbye.